What's up, guys? Jonathan Burr here with another edition of Road to the Platform. Today, I'm going to try to answer a few various questions, and the first one we're going to work on is what stance is going to be best for you in the deadlift. And much like my squat form video, I can't give you a direct answer of this is going to be the best form for you. There's lots of factors you need to factor in, and you're going to have to make that decision on your own based off these things. I prefer to have my deadlift stance similar to my squat stance because I know that is a power range for me. That is a power area. So therefore, when I'm in gear, I use a sumo stance because I'm a much wider squatter in gear than I am raw. When I'm raw, I'm a much narrower squatter to try to pull in, all the rebound effect that I can. So I also deadlift with a traditional stance. Just because that is the better power range for me without any support from the gear. So what you need to be checking out is what's working best for you and try to kind of mimic those two. Now, with that being said, you should by no means mark out the other stance. You need to be training them both. You'll be surprised at the ability to move your deadlift by using both stances to pick up weak points. You've probably heard me say a million times in these other videos, use variations of those core lifts to bring up your other lifts. So, if you're a traditional deadlifter, make sure you're working in some sumo deadlift. If you're a sumo deadlifter, make sure you're working in some traditional deadlift. These things will really help bring up your overall deadlift because at the end of the day, guys, it's not necessarily about stance. It's about picking that weight up off the floor. So you got to find what's going to work best for you and keep hammering that. For me to sit here and tell you that your leverages are going to dictate what, stance you have to have is simply just not going to be accurate. You're going to probably find a bunch of people that are going to tell you that if you're tall, you need to be in this stance, or if you're a shorter guy, you need to be in this stance, or if you have long femurs, you need to be in this stance. But at the end of the day, guys, most of that stuff they just read in a book. They haven't lived it. They haven't done it. You're the person that's got to get out there and prove it and make it work. So what's got to happen is you have got to track what you're doing and what's working. You'll know what you feel stronger at. You'll know where your weak points are. And use that deadlift to fix those weak points. Don't fall into the trap that, other people are going to have to dictate what stance you need to be in. So all those guys that sent me out those questions, feel free, guys, to shoot me, inbox me or ask me a question, and I'll do my best to answer back, about any form things you have. Until next time, keep training.